Hi, we're Roy and Karen, and today we're going to talk about what it's like to live in the Villages, Florida.
When you're both still working full time. We get asked this question all the time. If you're working full time, what is there to do in the Villages? To be honest, there are so many things to do, and after 3 months here, we haven't even put a dent in the list.
It's true.
Karen, where do you want to start?
Well, most recently, when I switched jobs and found that I had some unexpected time to be able to spend exploring, I decided I was going to make it my mission to visit 10 pools in the Villages that I'd never been to before. I used the Villages weekly Parks and Recreation publication because it lists all the recreation centers and what types of pools and other amenities they have.
If you subscribe to the Villages Daily Sun newspaper, you'll get it weekly. If not, you can pick it up in any rec center. But you can also view it online at thevillagesdailysun.com, and I'll put a link in the notes below. Karen, any other places to find organized activities?
Yes, the Villages offers an online calendar. You can search for activities based on your location or the days when you're available or the type of activity. For example, I was very interested in finding an aqua Zumba class that would be available based on my schedule. This online calendar made it very easy for me.
Yeah, this calendar also lists all the entertainment activities too. So if you want to know who's playing at Lake Sumter tonight, this is the place to go. It also lists movies and plays. I'll put a link to that below also. Anything else?
Well, there are over 3,000 clubs started by residents of the Villages. You can pretty much find anything that you're interested in and go find like-minded people that would like to enjoy the same interests with you.
Yeah, before we moved here, I went and took a look at that list and I was shocked. You and I play this very unknown card game, but there were 3 clubs that played that same game. It's called Hand and Foot. If you know how to play it, let us know. We're looking for people. It's kind of difficult to find this list, so again, I'll put that in the show notes below.
You should also keep an eye on the neighborhood groups on Facebook and Nextdoor. We found a group specific to Hammock at Fenny, where we have found out about some impromptu driveway parties and gatherings at the neighborhood pool. We've gotten to know so many new neighbors through these events. And through word of mouth, you'll hear about other groups you might be interested in. For example, we found South of 44 on Facebook.
Yeah, that's been great. These groups are not only for finding out about activities, but they're also so good for making connections with your neighbors. It's really helped us to get acclimated to our neighborhood. Right now, Saturday is our main day off, and Karen and I will be having our morning coffee and wondering, what do you feel like doing today, honey? The choices seem endless.
If we were golfers, we would probably have a tee time set up. But since we're not, we've started going to the putt and play. And maybe one day we'll graduate and go to the pitch and putt. I've been wanting to try archery, and they have one about 5 minutes from our home that's right next to the favorite dog park that we'd like to take our boys to.
Putting our boys in the golf cart and taking them to the dog park is the best fun. But you didn't mention that we have a neighborhood rec center 2 minutes from here with a pool and bocce ball and shuffleboard and cornhole.
That's true. And 5 minutes in the other direction is a family pool with pickleball and tennis courts. And 2 minutes away is the Fenny Recreation Trail.
Sometimes after work, I'm just not really interested in doing anything. But I just want to get out of the house. Going for a golf cart ride with my honey to Brownwood and just walking around the square, that's Perfect. Sometimes we'll even get a dance or two in.
But you said Saturday, and I want to go on an e-bike ride on the Hog Eye Pathway.
Oh, man.
Then we can go listen to music at Edna's on the Green.
There's also music at the Fenny Grill.
Mm-hmm.
And even some of the country clubs and the restaurants have music.
Yeah.
They have comedy shows. We haven't done that.
Nope.
And one of these days, we're going to do karaoke again.
Look out, world. You better bring your earplugs. Okay. I think we made our point. There's a lot of stuff to do in the villages, even if you are still working full-time.
You didn't mention visiting with our neighbors.
We always want to leave time for that. We've got great neighbors, and we want to leave space in our schedule to make sure we can spend time with them.
And what about those things to do just outside of the villages?
There's another big list of things that I've been wanting to do, like going kayaking. We're going to head out to Griffin State Park in Leesburg, or maybe over to Crystal Springs and get the kayaks out. I'd love to take an airboat ride on Lake Panisofsky, and we've talked about doing that with our neighbors.
I knew you were going to bring that up. And what about the beaches? They're only 2 hours away. Decisions. Atlantic or Gulf. And if you're into it, there's Disney World an hour away.
And we've been talking about taking one of those ferry boats for a day trip over to the Bahamas, or maybe a weekend to Key West.
All right, Karen, I think we've made our point. But if you can think of other things to do, or you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below.
We appreciate you stopping by.
Please subscribe and click the bell. It costs you nothing, and you'll be notified when we put up our next video. See you next time. You'll want to watch this video next.
Or you'll want to watch this video next.